Yeah, I'm here. Oh, we're here.
Hey,
It's
Hi.
Cigs and Coffee
welcome.
time.
Welcome
We
to
got
the Cigs and Black.
we got Ashton, we got Liam, and we got the main character from Natural Born Killers, Animus.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
You
All
look
right.
like,
Yeah.
you look like the guy from Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. Or Mr. Mackey. There it is.
Mr.
Yeah,
Mackey.
Mr. Mackey.
Oh
yes,
yeah,
yes.
from fucking South Park.
Yeah.
I'm Cartman and you're Mackey, cause Ashton keeps calling me Cartman, cause I'm fat. He's like, hey, fat fuck, you're Cartman.
That's not at all why I call you Cartman, and you know it.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
I was about to say, like, you know, if that's the reason.
Anyway.
If
well,
anyone's
very-
Cartman right now, it should be Mr. Andrew Dean for the shit that he's
Oh,
been saying.
holy shit.
He has been on one for 2 days. The shit that was said last night was so not good.
I don't want to move to Tennessee because of that man. I don't feel safe.
Oh, you'll be fine. But
He's bald.
if you're scared of Andrew Dean, then, like, you're going to be scared of anything.
His little teddy.
He says some of the most fucked shit, though.
I felt that man undress me through my phone.
Like, I am naked.
Just call him bald and move on.
That's what usually. Let's.
No, because like if it's specifically whenever I call him bald, he was like, "Weren't you bald too?" I'm like, "Fuck, can't escape that."
All right, here we go. Here we go, guys. Let's read off a quote from Andrew Dean today. I wish they had skin-flavored popsicles. And Animus replied with, well, they have different races, and his reply was, brown definitely tastes different than white.
I get to ride in the car with this man on Monday.
He was-
And Zach on Tuesday.
It's good. Monday's
He then
me. Go ahead.
He then said like, "Animus, let's take this into DMs. There's nothing but snakes in here." And I DM'd him. I was like, "So would you prefer brown or white, or are you more of a Michael Jackson type of flavor?"
You just really
I
go.
think he responded swirl.
I prefer the swirly ones. I like that flavor. Yeah, he just out here saying shit. I'm like,
I'm so excited to have Andrew on the podcast.
I'm so
Oh, yeah.
excited.
It's just gonna be like,
Yeah.
we just stream one of the nights that we're just hanging out together. He doesn't even know it's the podcast.
Yeah, he doesn't know.
Sydney posted something on her Instagram about the engagement, just the other day, and Andrew replied to it and said, "God, you've been so unbearable ever since you got engaged."
That is beautiful.
Oh God, it was so funny.
My favorite response, like, to you two getting engaged is everyone just going, should have been me.
True. You're goddamn right.
So, God, there was somebody in my club Discord as soon as I announced it, like, she said yes. They were just like, yeah, but it just fell through with my crush, so I don't know if that'll ever be me. I'm like, yo, homie, like,
No,
Whoa.
yo, save your pity party for later. It's about me right now.
Like, brother, please.
All right, can we hop into this?
If you want to, we can talk more about Andrew Dean.
Oh God.
Because there was another.
If I'm the subject of today, Andrew Dean will be coming up.
Dude, there was another thing he said today that just sent me cackling into the abyss. Was Ashton putting a fucking Hispanic Pikachu meme into the group chat, and his dead reply to it instantly was, "I don't speak Mexican," and I was like, "Bro, what?"
It was the picture of, like, Pikachu with the gun, and in Spanish it says, we can't expect God to do all the work.
And that was his reply to it. And I was like, "Bro."
And it's what I said to, like, just anybody. Just... So, Liam, what was your first ever show?
That was a drastic turn.
Yeah.
Okay. So my first show was in 2011 when I was in 8th grade, and me and Chase from Every Promise Kept went to the A Bullet for Pretty Boy, The Great Commission, The Air I Breathe,
Oh,
Legacy, Casino Madrid, and an old Knoxville local called A Hero Remains in Chattanooga.
you love God?
There was, and like at the time, that was the greatest fucking thing I'd ever seen in my life. If I were to go to that today, I probably would have left.
Miserable.
You don't want to see the great. What was their thing? Aggressive worship? Is that what it was?
We were out, yeah, oh yeah. They
Hard.
played one song, and I was like, yeah, I don't get it. So I went outside and just talked to Cam from The Air I Breathe for
Good
their
band.
whole set.
Good band.
Oh, dude,
Great band.
I'm very fortunate that I got to see them live because those tracks, they played those tracks live.
Bro,
and,
they just like randomly
they're
dropped.
not simple.
They just dropped a single like 2 years ago and then did nothing else, and I was like, what?
And that single goes.
It's good.
It's so good.
Still hold up, and it's really weird.
It's just kind of like how Texas in
Yeah.
July did too. They were just like, hey, here's a new single. We'll see if we do something else. I was like, okay. It's like,
They're like,
sick.
yeah, we're gonna play these 2 shows.
Here's a
That's
song.
it.
Here's a song, and it's like
Here's a
that's
replay.
so good.
Honestly, like I kind of get it at this point. Like I understand why you would just be like, yeah, this is casual.
Yeah,
Like on a smaller scale. When you're on a bigger scale, I can see why people would get upset with that. But also, if people are getting upset with the art that you make, then fuck them.
dude, I'm gonna say this. I'm not even mad about it. I'm just happy the songs are actually good. I'm like, oh, it's heat. I don't care.
That Air Breathe song has no business being so good.
Yeah, I'm like, why'd you do? It's like Structures did the same shit. They were like, here's an EP, and I'm like, oh, it's
Yeah.
all good. Like, I'm not
So-
mad at you.
God.
So the age-old question is always Master Killer versus Truth in the Age of Lies. I'm gonna
Master Killer.
I'm gonna add 2 more for you.
Okay.
Master Killer,
Okay.
Truth in the Age of Lies, Satisfaction is the Death of Dishonor, or Rivers Run Red.
Satisfaction.
Oof. Okay. Also, did you all know, I just found this out yesterday somehow. Heaven Shall Burn covered both Downfall of Christ and River Runs Red.
Yeah, and they and
I was like-
Trivium did a cover swap. So they covered a
That too.
Trivium song, and Trivium covered a Heaven Shall
But
Burn.
they
I
also-
love Heaven Shall Burn.
Heaven Shall Burn used to do that with Caliban on their EP, on their splits
Yeah.
that they would do. They used to cover each other's shit, which is cool as
They
fuck.
had a split LP, and then their first LP they covered the Fourth Crusade.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah,
Which is gnarly.
because it's hard.
It's like, why would you not? And
well, the thing is, they're named after a Marduk album.
yeah. And
Oh yeah,
who doesn't?
They-
Like Fourth Crusade Bolt Thrower?
Yes. Yes. Dude, Heaven.
Oh, yeah.
And I'll be honest, Heaven Shall Burn is like one of the best bands ever. Like,
They're
they're-
probably my favorite metalcore.
I agree. They're fucking
And-
perfect.
So
That's like when I think of like my favorite style of metalcore, 2 bands come to mind. That's Undying and Heaven Shall Burn.
it's I'm picking Undying.
Goated choices.
I love my metalcore overly pop with some heavy riffs. Yeah.
Animus is that guy.
That was me.
Yeah, I
That
am.
was me at one point. Like
I'll agree. Yeah, I think I,
that's what I said. You just heard my first show. My first show was heavily auto-tuned.
that's fine.
And you have to also keep it. Animus is 1 year older than me,
Yeah.
so like
How old are you, Tyler?
I'm 22. I just turned 22.
Oh my God, y'all are children.
Yeah, Andrew.
27.
What was it that Andrew said last night, guys? I'm a pedophile.
Yeah. I call him a fucking artifact.
Animus, we're streaming, and Animus just goes, "I'm 19," and Andrew just goes, "Dear God, I'm a pedophile."
We're like,
I
He
can
sent so many like god awful texts to me.
I can confirm that Andrew Dean's hairline was to right here when we were 17.
hard. Hard. That's so
So,
sick.
You said favorite metalcore band. What would you say your favorite overall band is?
The Acacia Strain.
How many
That's
times have
so
you seen
fucking
the
valid.
Acacia Strain?
So
I
as
could tell you.
I would like to say, just something real quick, because I just looked over in chat. As soon as we started talking about what Andrew said, he popped up in chat. And his quote at first was, "I remember metalcore derogatorily, Liam."
That's me.
I remember that shit.
What is
That
the,
like other people have, addictions like with substance, but for me it's just different forms of metalcore.
I felt.
what type of metalcore is it today? I don't know.
And it's true, because today it's Serration.
I haven't checked. I haven't checked. I've been hooked on the new Tumult and Blood
It's
Incantation.
13 minutes long.
Okay, but Blood Incantation.
I don't like.
I
What's fun?
love
I
Blood
love
Incantation.
that. I love that.
Did they release something new?
Serration.
2 new tracks.
Serration has 4 times as many songs as Blood Incantation, but it's like 6 minutes shorter.
Yeah, true. Goddamn right. Blood Incantation's like, here's a 25-minute song, and half of it's soundscapes, and I'm like, sure. I will listen to all of it.
Well, it's just a blend of like the last 2 full lengths.
I love it. It's perfect.
Oh, I do too.
It's
great.
so
I need to
good.
listen to that still.
It's so good.
That was actually the first thing I listened to when I woke up, was Blood Incantation, and then
The first-
Magnitude.
I listen to Magnitude first.
Christian straight edge.
It's not Christian.
I know
They're
it's
not
not.
Christian.
I know. So here's the thing: is my uncle is like an old head vegan straight edge guy.
Shout out Scott.
Yes, we love Scott, but he he came to me and he's like, "Yeah, I just can't get into Magnitude. They're too Christian for me." And I was like, "What?"
The lyrics, I can see where you
Okay,
can get that.
as a I hope J. Reed Barker is watching this right now, but as a lifelong atheist, I love Christcore.
I hope Jay isn't
I-
watching, because I will yell at Jay for their fucking shit ass takes on Baja Blast.
You just have to learn to move past the bad J takes.
The Baja Blast one, I'm never.
You trust me, it's hard because you can only hear so much about Dallas Under Oath before you want to put a bullet through somebody. But
We need to do some reviews on like Christian black metal.
see, there's one record by a band called Ancestor, and it's like Christian dissection, and like gotta go.
You're like, kinda hard, bro. I'm not gonna cap. Like,
Oh yeah, I mean like.
We would do reviews of black metal, but Tyler is the avid black metal hater, so
I used to be a black metal hater, but there's a few songs where I was like,
Never
okay, it's
changed.
kind of hard.
I found
It's never
Stormkeep,
changed.
and I was like, oh.
Tyler,
I
have
only
you
like
listened to
one album
Immortal?
by Dark
Mhm.
Throne.
Immortal's just death
it's
metal.
just not my thing. I don't fuck with it. I have a friend. I have a very very close friend who's a very very big black metal fan, and I would like every couple of years be like, send me shit to listen to. I want to try, and then I'm like, still doesn't do it.
The only black
what's
metal
hold-
band
what's
that I
holding you
kind of
back?
like is
I think it's
I like
everything.
Dark Throne and Magua.
The Nazis.
I think it's that. I
That
think
just gives it a little spice.
a little spicy. it's death
It
metal,
gives you
but
something interesting to talk about.
Well, that's the thing.
It's a conversation
That
starter.
you end up becoming more attached to every black metal record you listen to because every one you find has to follow up with a Google search.
Yeah.
So
you're like, this guy's grandfather was in the Third Reich. Now he's in a black.
Why Kamar?
every time, like no cap, every time I'm like really digging on a black metal record, the first thing I search is the band.
You're just like,
I'm
I gotta figure it out.
Because like usually the lyrics are not in English, so
Mhm.
I can't get a good read from that. So I'm like, oh, this is an Icelandic. I hope they're not saying something about the Jews. And they're
They
shut
probably
up,
I-
Miss Spearming. They're not.
not.
There was
But-
this band. There's this band that I listened to called Damar, and they're like, I forgot
like
what it
how
is, but it's something like It's somewhere in like the Middle East. That's where the band started, and they sing about like anti-Christian, like life stuff or like just hatred stuff. And I was googling them. I was like, so where's this band now? I think they're all dead. I think the government straight up just killed them.
Just
Yeah, that's
murked
a
them.
thing too.
I love that part.
The CIA versus System of a Down could never.
Who would win? The CIA?
CIA
Wake up.
Well, the CIA has a plant in System of a Down, and their drummer.
That's true, John.
That's amazing.
That's
though.
wicked. That's a wicked fucking
Okay.
moment.
I
Yeah.
wonder if he's still on that watch list.
Surge?
Who, Surge?
Yeah,
I hope so.
Probably.
I surely
he's-
hope.
because of that. Oh, that's an insane story.
Dude, that shit's wild. I like that people tried to cancel Surge recently.
For what?
Because of the
Because of the game.
Wu-Tang song?
Wu-Tang said he could
Oh.
say it.
Yeah, like, are you gonna tell Wu-Tang no?
We like to joke about
Like, if old-
Town Concrete.
And Jordan
Like,
from
go tell
There's nothing to joke about.
Go
Nothing to
tell
joke
those
about.
guys.
That's life.
That's why.
Go tell those guys they can't say it.
Go tell them. Go say it to them. What are they gonna? What do you think they're gonna do? Like they're gonna pull a gun. They're like,
It's like people talking about Walter from Rotting Out. They're like, is he actually straight edge because of what he went to prison for? I'm like, are you gonna tell him he's not?
like, look at that guy. Look how big he is.
Tell Walter.
Did you all watch the Downbeat like episode with Matt from Kubla Khan? Dude, there's a part in it. I cannot baffle what somebody said to that man in Australia.
I can only
Walked
imagine.
dead up to him after their set was like, I wasn't expecting you to be a little brown fella. And I was like, bro, to Matt Honeycutt.
Wait a minute.
He laughed. So
Dude, he did. He
hard.
was like, I couldn't even say anything back. It was just too fucking funny.
That's wild.
That's amazing.
The fuck?
I thought you were just constantly tan from the Texas sun.
He's like,
For disclaimer, I think Animus can say that.
Animus can. All right, Animus, say the word.
No, this is like your 5th time on stream asking me to do that.
I do it to Andrew.
Lord.
I like doing it to Andrew every single day.
Am I gonna be like?
Andrew
Am I gonna be
looks
like
more like
bracing to get
it than me.
canceled just by being here?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I'll say it and I'll DM it to you so you can have personal blackmail on me.
Hard. I like doing it to Andrew. Like he'll just make me mad. I'm like, say the gamer word, Andrew, and he just won't reply. And I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, he looks way more likely to say it than me.
He does. Dude, half the shit he says, I'm like, I'm just waiting.
I called him a blue-eyed bald man last night.
He's like, I'm like, come on, buddy. There's no way you're. I'm waiting for that day he just accidentally slips.
So we've talked about
No.
I'm just like, oh no.
we've talked about music that you like, Liam. Let's talk about the music you make.
Breach is so cool.
I don't make music.
Anymore.
Music.
Alright,
you
At the
make.
current moment, there is no announced project with my name on it.
I'm waiting. Can we get another one right now?
Maybe,
I'm waiting.
maybe more than one.
Yeah, like a kazoo, tambourine. Cook up something right now.
Shit, I can't even do that.
Animus
That's the
is a
worst-
multi-instrumentalist.
Listen, if I could play an instrument, I'd be too damn powerful.
Would you? Like,
Yeah.
okay. I mean, that's fine.
It's fun. You can just do whatever you want. It's great.
Or you can
Yeah,
write
if
lyrics.
it is-
Which one do you want?
Neither. I hate
I
writing
chose
lyrics.
the instrument. I'm shit at writing lyrics.
I'm okay. My shit's
I-
weird.
Breach was a struggle.
Dude, let me tell you though, because Ashton froze, by the way. That's funny. But talking about Breach, first thing I say when Ashton showed me Breach, I was like, "Oh, the artwork's giving Bolt Thrower." And Ashton's reply
Yeah,
was,
that was the goal.
"Yeah." Ashton was like, "Liam wishes he was Bolt Thrower,"
Yeah.
which
No, that was absolutely the goal. That was because Chase did the artwork.
okay.
Well, he did the layout.
Yeah.
And like at the time, we were both like, on the ground floor of the maggot stomp thing. So we were both like super into old school death metal artwork. So that's where the design for the art
It's
came
fucking
from.
sick,
Was yeah.
So
And honestly, if you still aren't on the maggot stomp train, what are you doing? Because that shit, like,
It's just only gotten better.
it really has, dude. It's so good.
Like, that Nuclear Remains record is hard.
I don't know
Nuclear
what.
Remains.
I think a band that I think the best band they got right now is Body Box. That band is.
they're so fun live.
I actually just got a text that studio time is ready for a project that I am doing. While we're sitting here, breaking news, and that's all you're gonna hear.
Is it?
It's
Our
not.
3 viewers will be so hyped.
They're gonna be so
I
excited.
know, right?
They're gonna be.
Oh,
so
I
excited.
know. I know.
What?
I'll play it up.
What year did Breach start? I don't remember.
2019.
Hmm.
We weren't even a band for a year.
That's wicked.
Yeah. So
Because it was just
It
you
start-
and Chase.
it was me, Chase, and Gavin who started Breach.
Okay.
And Gavin and I were in a band before that called Glory to Mankind. Melodic metalcore.
Hard.
It was fine. It was both of ours first band. Actually, it was the first band that most of the people we played with had ever played a show with.
Okay.
So,
Alright, were you like a hard mosher from melodic metalcore?
yeah,
Okay, that's an interesting one.
still am.
I know. I've heard. I've heard horror
Yeah,
stories.
we're not, since this is a public forum, I am not going any further.
That's fine.
But
I want to see him spin kicked a bullet for my Valentine.
I would
I
love.
totally would.
I would love to see it.
Scream Aim Fire, that breakdown. Oh,
You're like, here we go, baby girl. I'm gonna beat ass.
oh yeah, like GTM, I sang and everything. But we had some, we had some gnarly mosh parts.
As you
It
should.
was
Bandcamp's still up, right?
Bandcamp's still up.
All
We
right.
just had the one song, but it was me, Gavin, and our friend Brady who plays in Poser, and we started that, and then that fell apart because it is just like it was our first band. We weren't really sure what we were doing. Gavin and I, like, that was our only project, but the other guys had another band going, and they were more focused on that, so it kind of dissolved. And then we started Breach a couple months later when Chase hit us up, and you're gonna love this. He was like, "You guys want to do a band like Varials?" And so our demo was written with the intent of being like old school Varials, and that's not at all what happened. And then,
Well,
and like, we have no songs that sound like Varials. But then we put out the demo. We wrote it in a day, recorded it in a day, put it out, and then
shit.
we played a show the next month, and it was a train wreck.
What show?
It was with Rig Time and
Oh.
Misadventures, and and a band that will not be named.
Oh,
A band of well, only one person in that band's canceled. And that band I was technically a part of later, but
Do
I
I know this
digress.
band?
no.
Slug, and their original name with their original drummer.
Okay.
I don't even remember that.
But yeah, that was our first show. It was not good. We were not prepared, but we didn't care. We just wanted to play, and that's what we did. And we never had a good set until a month before our last show.
It was just all bad, and they were like, "Hey guys, we're getting ready to break."
All bad.
That's rough.
All bad. It was a struggle. We were not tight.
When did the EP come out?
We put out the. I'll have to check the. Apple Music real quick.
I can check it. I actually have it on here. It'll be like one of the first things that pop up because I was literally listening to you all. I was like, I gotta prepare a little bit.
Came out in 2021. It was recorded mostly in 2019.
Okay.
Yeah, because then the record label had it in a stranglehold, right?
No, we broke up. So
How cute.
we broke up, so we ended up not putting it out for a while.
Oh yeah.
And then finally we're just like, you know what? We have this whole record done. The only thing is that we never got it mastered. So that's why it's called High Praise No Masters.
That's hard. That's a hard ass name though for that reason.
Fucking
Oh yeah, when I
Easter
pitched
eggs
that
in your shit.
when I pitched that to Chase, he was like, "Bro, that's perfect."
That's fucking sick.
Because originally it was just High Praise, and yeah, that took several months of just intermittent studio time, and it came together. I mean, I couldn't ask for much more. I think it's exactly what it needs to be. The people who have listened to it seem to like it, so that's all that I can ask for. But we were too ambitious for our own good, and it led us to making some silly decisions, and definitely tarnished our image a little bit with the people we were playing with at the time. But none of them come around anymore, so
Well,
I guess I won in the end.
True. But honestly, might be possibly one of the best things I've heard from like around this area. Because I'll be real,
I've heard that.
I'm gonna be completely 100% honest. I was born and raised in this area, but
Same.
did not know for jack shit that there was a scene until like maybe 3 months
You're
ago.
from Blountville too, right?
Bluff City.
So we literally played right next to your house.
Yeah, like it's weird.
We played a barber shop in Piney.
I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that like I think it has to do with like my upbringing a little bit. Like I just wasn't allowed to do shit for the most part.
You also like kept moving around. So.
Yeah, that happened a lot too when I got into high school. I lived in Florida, Idaho, and all that shit. So like, it's so weird because I'm like so in tap with scenes everywhere else, and it took me so long here. But
well, also when we were playing, you were in high school.
Yeah.
So like, you probably wouldn't have been, you know, as keen to what we were doing anyway.
It's also getting beat, but that's a whole. That's the cool part about it.
Not gonna go any further there.
Oh no! At this point, it's just a joke. It's totally okay. I love people like probably like you remember to come to shows like a teenager. Like brother, I was in the basement, roughing.
I will say, as somebody who's been in the trenches,
it's
for a while around here. You didn't miss a thing.
That's fair. Dude, honestly...
You didn't... I'm sure Andrew has mentioned to you just how bad it was.
I remember my aunt moving back from California and then starting to go to shows here, and she was like, oh, wow, the scene kind of sucks here.
Oh, it was awful.
Yeah.
I mean, there was nothing... I mean, we never played here. We always played Knoxville.
Mm-hmm.
And we did pretty good in Knoxville because we had friends, but like we were a little too metal for the hardcore kids,
and a little too hardcore for the metal kids.
Way too hardcore. Like everybody considered us a hardcore band in Knoxville and around here, and like we never did.
Yeah.
We know what kind of music we're playing, and this is not necessarily what any of us are really into.
Yeah, it's so weird to me that you all didn't get any traction because now it's what everybody wants. Is hardcore that's more metal.
I know.
It's so odd to me. I'm like,
I've been riding the metalcore train.
Oh yeah.
I mean, like the metalcore revival thing. I was on top of.
Bro, it's so good.
I've talked about it like in my reviews, but the like 2000s metalcore resurgence in Japan is insane.
It's so good.
Like
It's-
I don't. These
I
bands
will
are coming
not-
out of
I will
nowhere.
not rest. I will not rest until every person's listening to All Saved.
I will.
It's so good.
I think
I mean, I'm gonna make him
My
because he has to.
my favorite thing about this whole like metalcore resurgent thing is like my uncle who born and raised in Charlotte. He's like, oh, this sounds like this band that I went to high school with, and I'm like, bro, how the fuck do you know that band? Like,
My
Well, that's
favorite
because
spot
The fucking
Every
Cat
band-
Lore.
all the cool
all
bands,
the bands
from
that we
Charlotte.
worship were from there.
Yeah, exactly. Like the fucking weirdest flex to me that he had is he was like, when I first met Scott, he was like, "Oh yeah, I have this Black Dahlia Murder demo that Trevor sent me because I knew Prayer for a Cleansing," and I was like, "Huh?"
My favorite
Like, what?
Scott story is you talking to him about like Marauder, All Out War, and he's like, "That's funny that you're talking about that because
no
back
one
then,
gave a
nobody
fuck."
gave a shit."
Nobody.
He's like, "No one gave a fuck about those." He's like, "I seen Marauder play to 8 people," and I'm like, "Huh?"
I'm gonna say this.
That's pretty hardcore, though.
After our interview
Yeah.
with the Piss Rob Boys, I told them to go listen to Master Killer. Arian texted me back and he said, "Wow, this shit is ass." So I was like, "Well, it's okay."
Well, you know what, Ashton? You're not
You
far
can't win
off.
'em all.
Ashton,
Can't win them all.
you're not far off from the tree here, buddy. Because of a certain text that I received from you once prior to like a week ago, I want to say this, which was,
Lord help us
which was-
all.
I don't get dying fetus. This isn't good. And I was like, what? And then
I said
I get it.
I've noticed a lack of response. I've noticed a lack of response from you in the Discord when Logan goes on his tirades.
About dying fetus because they're
Logan.
goaded.
Oh,
Well, then I get a
No.
text from Ashton last week, and it's like, listen to the new dying fetus record. I like it now. It's like, yeah, dumbass. It's fucking killer. It's so good.
I still
So-
need to listen to it, and I think they're going on tour
They
on a
are.
date that's really close to me. I'm like, maybe.
You should go see him.
Where are you?
I don't want to talk about that
Where
tour.
are you, Animus?
I'm over in Washington.
You want to hear
he's
the
in
crazy
the Tri-Cities of Washington.
dead ass?
Yeah,
And like
yeah.
we had a
it's the
full
exact same
conversation.
place.
Literally, we had a whole conversation. I was like, is it like this? And he's like, and we were like, that's wicked. It's like
He even pulled out the whole thing where it was like, "Is it next to a nuclear power plant?" Like, yeah, Hanford, where they made the atomic
it's
bomb.
like basically a power plant of Eastman. I'm like, yeah, is it like Robinson, something like that? And he's like, I was like, okay,
Yeah.
well,
I mean, we're right next to it.
Oak Ridge.
Oak Ridge is here, yeah. yeah,
yeah.
it's just chilling. Like, yeah, I was like, that's wicked. We already have a Tri-Cities member that's not even from
Yeah.
this Tri-Cities. It's kind of cool.
So
Yeah.
that's why.
And-
in the,
That's why
So-
in the Discord he's
I
under
want to get
Tri-Cities.
back to like Tyler yelling at me at my bad takes. Liam, what is peak deathcore?
What band or what?
Give
or
it.
What
record?
album or band?
Don't make me insult you, Liam. Don't make
I'm
me.
trying to think. Probably the last great deathcore record.
No. Oh no. What we're talking about is the album that's like, this is deathcore.
This is the
This is the genre.
blueprint.
You hit me with a hard one. Let me scroll through the old Apple Music.
I like Dissentient by Angel Maker.
But that's not like a blueprint. That's just a copy. That's a great. I will say,
That's pretty good, man.
good album. That's a great album. That's a good.
I'm not gonna say what's peak or not because there's so much good stuff, but I'll probably just tell you my favorite.
Okay.
Again, that's gonna be hard.
I think there's a different way we could
there's
preface
so many-
this question that makes way more sense if you can't pick one.
I really like Hate by the Irish Murder.
Fuck you, Tyler.
But that's if you give him the option between like the two, I think I know his. So what Ashton is going off of basically is that me and Andrew have a concept of like the blueprint of deathcore and what it became was The Cleansing by Suicide Silence. Like that is the deathcore album.
Yeah. That,
I mean,
totally agree with that.
I would say that like that's probably like the definitive and like what the basis of the sound is,
Mhm.
but in terms of where deathcore is now, it's
Hey.
8.
He didn't ask that.
Hate has no shit on cleansing's perfect. That's a perfect band.
I'm not comparing the quality of the records. I'm just
Ashton
saying,
does consistently and tries to tell us that Hate is better, but I'm like, no, you're wrong.
I like hate more, but I feel like the cleansing is the correct answer for that question, though.
I like hate more.
Cleansing has. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it.
I was also
Cleansing
just not
has
huge Suicide Silence
so
fan.
much better mosh parts. Like the mosh parts on the Cleansing are insane. Like that is a record, brother.
I want
I'd
Liam to
say-
just pull out something insane. Right?
I hope Liam pulls out some like shit that I definitely, because of like how much I loved old school deathcore. I hope you just pull out some shit's like, I'm like, oh cool, I know that band and no one else does. Like somebody pull out Jerome real quick because that band went hard.
Can we name Crunkcore albums?
No. Yeah, Andrew.
Why not?
Andrew's also
Why can't I
also
pull
had
out
another
Crunk?
correct take. Somatic defilement.
The Smacked Him Out Defilement's pretty good.
killer. Love me some.
I don't know. This is hard. I could tell you the last 2 great deathcore records that I remember listening
right
to.
now. Tell me right now.
I think deathcore ended. Like after this record, it went right downhill, and that was the Whitechapel self-titled. After that is when it started getting a little too hey, we're gonna go tour with Lamb of God for me.
Do you want to know what I think officially like killed deathcore and like why I just don't like the newer deathcore bands? It's
Allegations.
Yeah, but also it's Into the Hellfire by Lorna Shore.
Okay, yeah, I'll agree.
I think it was that Chelsea Grant EP where he started singing.
Yeah, never mind. I forgot about Chelsea.
Also, will say this.
Which one?
After self-titled era, one of my favorite deathcore records came out, which is Soulless Hymns by the Last 10 Seconds of Life. That's a fucking ass beater.
I'm not saying like everything after that was bad because
no, but I feel like that is like that's a
dying or not as high quality.
I am a
so
documented Lorna Shore apologist. So
See,
like
I am
will,
too. I love Tom Air Lorna Shore. It's goated.
I don't like Tom Air Lorna Shore.
I love it.
I like the new stuff.
I do too.
I know.
I couldn't.
You see, here's my thing was I like Lorna Shore.
I
don't think Lorna Shore's the best band ever though.
No.
No.
Maids, and I was like, the more I listened to it, I was like, I don't like this.
No, I like Lorna Shore. I
liked it when it came out.
I'm a big Lorna Shore fan. Like I have loved that band since they've started though, because I'm like, oh, this is great.
I'll hit you with a record that I love, and everybody I talk to about just kind of dismisses me. But I love the record "Incongruous" by Beneath the Massacre.
Wow.
I think that is some.
I don't hate anything that the Massacre's ever done. I love that band.
I think that has some of the catchiest death metal riffs and songs. Oh my god! Like
Andrew just said the truest shit. Soulless Hymns perfected it and then accidentally created one of the worst genres in deathcore, which was downtempo.
Oh, Sworn In with the Death Card too.
Oh, dude, I love that album so much.
The only down tempo that I kind of like is a Black Tongue.
Okay, Black Tongue is good, but Black
Tongue.
That's not just straight down tempo though. That's like everything.
There's more going on there. That has more influence with like My Dying Bride and Anathema and all those bands.
Yep.
That like I can appreciate. Whereas like the stupid like Traitors playing the Woodman. Like bro, it was awful.
I like Traitors, but
I think with deathcore, there's not really you can't really look at like a certain point in time in deathcore and like point out where it started going bad.
Well, the other thing is deathcore, just like metalcore, at one point was just another form of hardcore.
Yeah.
And then it just became bastardized to the point where it's its own thing now. True. So like deathcore derogatory is just a thing, just as much of a thing too, because like bands like Day of Suffering were doing deathcore in the 90s. Like,
Andrew, why are you hating on Victims? What's wrong?
He doesn't like
sucks.
Victims?
I
What the fuck?
I love
love
Victims.
Victims
I'm
sucks.
I'm friends with all of them. I love
Okay, I
them.
gotta see them.
Liam and I have pinpointed the death of pop punk. It's Peace and the Panic by Neck Deep.
Yeah.
Everything after that, like there's like some outliers.
I'm gonna hit you with one harder. I think it was Life's Not Out to Get You.
I never got into pop punk,
Perfect album.
despite popular belief by a lot of my friends. But pop punk was
That's-
never.
That's
That's a perfect album.
I think Life's Not Out to Get You is a perfect pop punk record,
Mhm.
and there's yet to be one better since.
I agree.
oh yeah.
I agree.
But I'm saying
Like-
the death.
Wait, which
like,
one came out
everything
first?
after-
Wait, which one came out first? Copacetic or Life's Not Out to Get You?
Copacetic.
Copacetic came out first. Okay.
Copacetic is a perfect record.
Oh, perfect.
Everything. Knocked loose.
I will say-
Put out a bad song.
Yeah, Knuckle Puck really hasn't. Knuckle Puck's always been very.
No,
consistent.
Knuckle Puck's always been consistent.
They've been pretty solid.
And I'll say this: my favorite Wonder Years song was on the last record.
That album's perfect. The
It's a
Wonder
really
Years is
good
so
album.
fucking good.
It's good. It's not the Wonder Years I grew up with, but
I
Low
still love
Tide
them.
I relate to so hard.
But that's the thing, though, is like the Wonder Years has grown so much, but has just remained a great band. Like they don't have a bad album.
You can
Like
find
people,
things in Sister Cities that you
Sister Cities fucking
No,
goes hard.
fucking Sister City.
No, I love that album.
I don't
I
like
can't
it
do
as
it.
much as like I love Closer to Heaven. I
Mhm.
love Closer to Heaven.
Perfect.
But
That's it.
Sister Cities, I was just like, I gotta find something, please.
Yeah, I'm gonna have
I
a
can't.
I'm gonna have a take right here. Then
Listen.
is I'm a Sister Cities fan. I love that album.
Yeah, it's a perfect album.
I love Sister Cities.
Speaking of the Wonder Years,
Or Closer to
Yeah.
Heaven.
our good friend Josh Allen hit me with when I told him it was my birthday the other day. He looked at me and said, "Jesus Christ, I'm 26," and I was like, I can never listen to that song for another year. And then, of course, I listened to it on the way home, and I was like, "Fucking Christ!" I was like,
Your Spirit Dies.
"Yeah."
Can we also?
I-
I want to play a little game here. Can we do that?
Okay.
I want
I'm not for games.
Animus
All
to
right.
name off his favorite deathcore bands and let Liam have his takes on
Ah,
them.
fuck.
Cause
Ah.
I'm gonna have a wonderful little time with this.
I'll go
So-
easy on you.
This is like
You're
Liam
my
looking at me and
friend.
Andrew at the Knoxville Hardcore Fest when Circuit was coming. He goes, I cannot wait to talk about music with Mick.
So,
Oh my god.
It's just like can't wait to believe that guy.
He tweeted that Hatebreed was boring, and I was like, I gotta just back off.
You said that about Hatebreed. You're just
Never
wrong.
gonna see eye to eye.
Mick texts like in the Discord once a month, and it's literally just I hate hardcore, and then leaves, and nobody hears from him for like. It's amazing.
It's like a month and a half of just him gone, and he's like, "I hate hardcore." Bye.
I want to hear my new friends here's my new friend here's deathcore bands.
so my top deathcore band, my favorite, is Sold Soul. They're more blackened deathcore, I guess. But
You're
then
not
I would
selling me
say-
well.
And then I love Black Tongue.
Okay.
Uh,
Shout out Andrew
you-
Dean.
newer Signs of the Swarm.
I haven't listened to it, but I hear it's actually like if you're a fan of like 2000s
It's
tech
pretty- it's-
death, you would dig
it's
it.
pretty
And
good.
I
When I say
love
newer, I mean,
Necrophagous.
like-
I love Anata.
Dave's Demonic Era. That's my favorite with the new vocalist because he's really good
He is
on
good.
it.
He is
Okay,
good.
I'll check it out.
Then, I guess I would say maybe like Brand of Sacrifice, but slightly older Brand of Sacrifice.
I liked the intro on their first EP because I was like, this is like stupidly hard, and then I was like, oh, this is all kind of bad. But that first intro is really good.
This was such a good idea.
I love
That's
it.
where he's like,
I'm not a
You
fan of it.
well, the part where he's like, welcome to the new age or whatever. I'm like, let's go.
And then
yeah,
you
Brand
hear
of
it, you're like,
Sacrifice reference from a Brand of Sacrifice song. Let's go.
it's
Uh,
I
wicked.
like the
Fuck,
name.
what else?
Yeah, the name's
Yeah,
I like
also-
dessert.
that's why all my deathcore friends were like sending it to me, and like how they were all so hyped on it was because of the name.
that's wicked.
Murder Afloat. Love Murder Afloat.
That's a good one. That's a really
Tyler
good
introduced me
You don't
to
know Murder
Afloat. I was like,
Afloat?
fuck, this is hard.
Murder Afloat.
Yeah, you don't know
I
them?
know
Slightly
Float Face
smaller.
Down.
Oh my god, baby! I fucking love Float Face Down.
Dude, Murder Afloat is so fucking. Dude, her
But-
son is also like goated at vocals too.
Murder-
Afloat.
Yeah, they were an
Wait,
old
have
school
you heard
deathcore band
Marauder?
that came back. And they're
The,
really
the
good.
kid, the vocalist is of Marauder's kid.
Is
in a
in
deathcore.
yeah, Mangle or Mange. Buddy, just
Have we talked about that?
you can just hit them up on Instagram if you want to on the Cigs and
I
Coffee
am
page. They know of
cracking
us.
up right now looking at Apple Music because one of their similar artists is the Reptilian Dilemma.
Hard. Hard.
I'm like, damn, I played with them I don't know how many times.
You know what's crazy?
Shout out Sanity, the best to ever do it in Knoxville.
I feel so
Right.
I feel so bad for Murder Afloat though, because
Because of the
because
newest song.
their last single had Kyle Wheaton on it on the same day that all that shit came out.
You want to hear something funny? So I'm sure none of y'all are all-time low fans, but
My girlfriend was a massive she has an all-time low tattoo, brother.
I know what he's about to
Well,
say.
so they played ETSU. They played ETSU a few years ago, and the day of their show was the day they sent out that Notes app apology. They did it on campus Wi-Fi, and they played to an empty Freedom Hall.
Damn.
Because they should have swapped, because it was them and Sway Lee, and like they should have swapped Sway Lee with All Time Low because they had All Time Low headlining. I'm like, but everybody was there for Sway Lee.
That's rough.
It was weird. It was definitely had some thoughts.
Yeah, dude, that's wicked. My girlfriend has an all-time low tattoo, and I make fun of her for it every day. It's fine. I also make fun of her for her favorite band now.
That first EP and the first record are both really solid pop punk.
I still make fun of her for
But-
her favorite band every single day too, so it's fine.
It's fine. You're fine. Trust me, you're fine. Sydney's.
You like Marshmallows and White?
I like Creatures.
As you should, King.
And they actually, some of their new songs are good.
They have a couple tracks on every album, but I'm not listening to it.
Was that single Time Bomb?
like
I
Sleep
really
Token?
like
That shit went hard. That shit
No,
went
Sleep
hard.
Token can fuck off.
Yeah, Sleep Token can die.
Thank you.
That band fucking
Thank you.
sucks.
Thank you. I
You're-
am an
you're-
avid Sleep Token hater, and I'm so proud of it.
My name on Twitter now is
We're so far away from my world of reference.
I changed my name on Twitter recently just so I could get more hate on Twitter, it's now #1 Bad Omens hater, because I fucking hate Bad Omens so much.
Yeah,
I saw-
yeah, me too.
I saw them at Capone's,
I'm so sorry.
and
I
they
love
were
that.
bad.
Yeah,
they were
they
really
suck.
bad.
That's a shit ass band. I've hated them since they started. I was like, wow, this is dog ass. It's like
'Cause
Bring
it's-
Me the Horizon,
they
but
started off
bad.
as- yeah, they started off as like a Sempiternal worship band.
Yeah, and it's just got worse.
I,
you like
I don't
Loathe?
even like Sempiternal.
I love Loathe.
Okay, at least we got
I
that.
love Loathe.
too.
Loathe
I actually
is
saw Loathe recently.
Loathe is sick. One of the best bands ever.
I found out I hated Sleep Token because of Loathe, because when they covered Is It Really You? 'Cause that's my favorite
Oh.
Loathe song. And I was like, oh, Teenage Wrist did a cover. It's not that bad. Sleep Token, I don't know who the fuck that is. The fuck is this? It was bad.
The comment of I found out I hate Sleep Token because they covered Loathe. It's the funniest
Yeah.
thing to me. They covered this band. I was like, fuck that. I hate you.
Yeah.
I'm all right. I'm feeling like hating. List off some more bands that you love here.
You can do my metalcore bands that I love.
Oh, that one's gonna be real spicy.
Okay, let's buckle up.
My #1 favorite metalcore band, if you could call them metalcore,
I know what this answer is.
which is my current favorite band ever, is Beartooth. I love Beartooth so much.
Are you opening a bag? What are
I've
you?
seen them
What are you doing?
twice live, and I love
I'd
it.
rather listen to my sibling open a bag than whatever bullshit's about to come out of this person's mouth.
I love me my Beartooth, and then I would say,
Okay.
fuck. I also love We Came as Romans.
I love.
Yeah.
Void of Vision,
I love Weaver.
really high on my list. Void of Vision.
Okay.
Wait,
Then
did
Wage
Ashton?
War.
Did
And I guess Heirloom, even though Heirloom is kind of newer.
Is that a band?
Heirloom, yeah. They always make fun of it. It's like, you're probably like fit for a king. I was like, I haven't listened to that shit in years. I have some of their merch though.
Listen, Creation Destruction.
you love
I
Ryan
couldn't do their
Kirby.
new album. I didn't like it at all.
I can't.
So here's a take that I don't know if Liam will like. Blueprints by Wage War.
Killer.
It's so
I like
good.
it.
I love it.
Killer.
It's
It
good.
is heavy for no reason. So why
I saw
can't
them-
the rest of the Discog be like that?
You can.
I
speak
saw
to it.
them at Warped Tour after Blueprints came out.
I like
I s-
Diamond, but if I'm gonna go listen to Wage War, I'm not gonna go to
Oh.
Diamond. I'm going to
I
Blueprints.
don't even know how many records they have out at this
Diamond?
Prisons
Like,
kind of sucks.
What the fuck is Diamond?
Or whatever.
I think he's talking about
Pressure?
Prison.
Pressure.
Is it Pressure or is it? Oh,
It has a diamond on it.
Yeah, I was like, what the? You said prison, and then I got fucking
Wait.
diamond. I was thinking
My
Diamond Eyes
favorite
by
bands.
Deftones, and I was like, that Diamond Eyes has the best
I've got-
breakdown of all
I
time.
have that shirt over there.
Manic.
favorite
In my opinion,
band.
Manic was fine.
M-
Like half the songs were pretty mediocre, but the other half was like, okay, I kind of fuck with it a lot.
If you want to make a pop punk band, just make a pop punk band.
Makes a good point.
I'll do that. I'll make a pop punk band with my only guitar, which is the 8 string.
So let me ask
Yeah,
you.
you
So,
have
One of those.
so you're not a fan of most modern metalcore.
Oh hell no.
So there is one band that I feel like most people tend to give an exception to, from what I've noticed from my deep dives, because it's the one band that I also give an exception to. Do you like Moths to Flames?
I saw like Moss to Flames played my third show.
And what's your opinion
That I
on it?
ever
Like,
went
like,
to.
do you fuck with them, or you're just like, no?
I fucked with the first record.
Okay, that's fine. I'll take that. I feel like most people really. I feel like the thing that most people like
And
about
that was when Chase went up to Chris Redder and was like, "Hey, so what about Emarosa?" Yeah,
Chase
and
did not do that.
we were stupid 8th graders. Like,
That's amazing.
I love Chris. Chris is one of the sweetest people ever.
What did he say?
he just walked away.
He's like, no,
But
no.
I mean, think of this: an 8th grader comes up to you and starts giving you hell about an old band of yours. Like, how would you react?
I would
You just
also
walk away.
I'd be like, bye.
Emarosa is just one of those other bands that everybody's been in.
Including Johnny
Shut
Craig.
Yeah, it's like, who's been at Dance Gavin Dance? Who's been at Zayo?
Dance Gavin Dance,
Yup.
I can no longer listen
You
to.
can field a football team with all the members who have played in Shai Hulud.
True. True.
I was talking to when we were talking to Pisserine, I said that like my favorite band growing up was Newfound Glory, and you can attest to that.
Mm-hmm.
And then so Tyler just goes, "Oh, so you were just bound to be straight edge." I was like, "Okay."
And you got so disappointed when he found out I wasn't straight edge. Oh, he was seething. He was crying.
Edge.
I just feel like everybody that I know that loves Newfound Glory just like always ends up straight edge. It's everyone that
Yeah,
I've met.
I think
it's like,
it's-
here it goes.
Everyone that I meet seems to think I'm straight edge.
I had to ask too, because like, but it's because I knew Ashton. I was like, is Liam is Liam the reason you're straight edge, or is it just like no, this is just a personal decision?
Mom.
Or you just like
No.
that.
I'm the reason I'm straight edge is Against All Odds by Dare.
And you mentioned your thing is what when Andrew found out you're not straight edge was the funniest fucking thing. No.
We've known Animus. How long has Andrew's known Animus longer than I have? But like, when
Has
Andrew
he?
found out. Yeah.
As
Since
Andrew's found out
when
lore.
Andrew found out that Animus' name is not Animus, he was actually disappointed.
He was like,
Your
"Dish."
real legal name isn't Animus?
Very Andrew Dean.
No, I looked through a thesaurus and found it.
He was just like,
Nah,
"Who?"
he calls me by my full name now.
I saw a band called Animus in Elizabeth, and
Ugh.
they were okay.
Let me
They're-
ask you something, Liam.
No, yeah, my music's pretty mediocre too.
Out of this whole area,
Did you see my? Cause like my newest song is called Animosity, and we were working on vocals for that.
how do you feel about Kingsport and Elizabethan?
I don't hate Elizabethan because it has two dudes gaming.
Is that place actually cool? I see it all the time, but because it's in Elizabethan, I never want to go.
If I wasn't using a webcam right now, I would show you my office because it was paid for by, or I paid two dudes for it.
Oh, cool.
Tyler, me and you need to go to two dudes.
Okay.
You would die.
Okay.
It's perfect.
Especially like if you're planning to move out and you said you were gonna like start collecting.
I'm back into collecting again. Yeah, physical copies of games.
Don't do it.
You can't stop
Don't
me.
do it.
You can't stop me.
You see that? You see that?
You haven't seen.
That's-
I wish I had.
That's one shelf.
I
know,
love physical copies.
I'm
It
just
makes
I'm
me
just
feel
gonna make
better.
a comment that's nothing because of Scott's collection of every NES game, every Sega Genesis game, every Sega Saturn
Oh,
game.
yeah.
Like,
I know it's nothing.
this dude.
That's just one shelf of stuff wherever my fingers go.
I think whenever I sold my 360 and PS3, when I moved like across the country, when I like got rid of all that.
declared hood bankruptcy.
Yeah, I was like, fuck, I gotta
I
sell.
was about to. Oh my god!
It was-
Past week, I was really considering selling my PlayStation.
But what would you do with that? Then you can play with Sid.
Yeah, what the hell?
Does
Big
Liam
fan.
know?
Yeah, that's why I stopped not selling it. I also got paid by Crumble today.
That's
Oh,
the.
yeah.
That was
We're
the.
paid as well. They
That's
gave
how we started Sunday's
me,
podcast.
they gave me gift
That's
cards
like
for
a
my
Monday
birthday
glitch.
and my engagement.
Hard.
And for my birthday, they gave me a bag and wrote, "Thanks for being a Crumble rock star," and gave me this.
Hard.
When we started the podcast on Sunday, it was literally Tyler asked me how I was, and I responded with, "I got fired."
Can I tell you?
I'm not gonna flame you on a public forum, but
Oh, you
I am
can, it's fine.
pissed off at you right now.
Can I say how hard? Like, I woke up. I'm somebody who doesn't talk when they first wake up. I woke up, picked up my phone, read the text, and I cackled. I was like, "It's been 2 days, brother." How
How
the
the fuck
fuck?
do you do that?
Okay, they had 50 employees.
Who's on my phone?
I cackled. I lost my shit, man. And the funniest thing was about 3 days prior to that, I wake up to a text. Curb the car this morning. I can't drive now. And I was like, "What were you
Oh,
doing,
yeah.
Ashton? Were you on your phone, Ashton?" And it just goes with, "This is incriminating if I answer this."
You could totally pull that. It's because of that damn phone, isn't it?
On every single thing Ashton ever does, I could pull on the, "You're on your phone, aren't you?" Like, it's so bad, brother.
Today's youth is corrupted.
Can we
Ash-
go back to making fun of Animus and his deathcore takes?
No, because it's so hilarious making fun of you.
Oh, I already finished my deathcore. We even did my metalcore. We can do my hardcore, even though.
Let's do your hardcore. I want to know what hardcore bands you know, Animus.
Most of my bands that I really
Liam's
like are like
back.
local, like Cyclone, Dirtnap, War Crime, Spooky.
Spooky?
Apex Predator.
I like Dem's Fighting Words. Dem's Fighting Words is actually really high up. I love Dem's Fighting Words.
That's a good band.
Hostages. Are they hardcore?
It'd be crazy if something were to happen with that band with us.
Yeah, that would be so whack if something happened with Dem's Fighting Words
Well,
and Cigs and Black
It's
Coffee.
gonna happen.
Thank
That
you,
would be
Tyler, for
so
just
crazy.
commenting on somebody's post saying, "Oh my god."
Dude, how do you think I make 90% of my connections? Like, we're gonna have one of the best labels around right now next week.
My goal is trying to get Kyle Anderson on here.
Oh yeah. No, yeah,
I could
no, we're not having
try.
days on. You know,
Shout
because
out Dave. Shout out Shuration.
facts.
Let's go.
Well, I'm gonna say this to Liam because Liam would know probably because you're a Maggot Stomp fan. You fuck with Barbaric Brutality,
Yeah.
or do you know who Barbaric Brutality is?
I've heard the name.
They're kind of like it's ran by my friend Michael. It's kind of like them and Maggot Stomp work really closely together, but Barbaric tends to like start a band's career and then they go to Maggot Stomp because they've had like Body Box, Snuffed on Sight, all these bands that went to Maggot Stomp and shit. But yeah, they're gonna be on. We're gonna have Michael on next week because Michael's the goat and I love him.
I had a conversation about Snuffed on Sight with a bunch of my friends.
Love him.
Because they heard
Check on your friend's name 9.
They were talking about that whole thing about Snuffed on Sight hitting someone. I was like, I'm gonna plead the fifth because I don't want you guys to know my real opinion on it.
I was just like, I'm gonna stay out of this one.
Their name is Snuffed on Sight. What do you expect?
My thing's gonna stay on the. They had it coming. Don't grab a motherfucker.
I still
They're
don't
gonna put
really
my
know what
ass.
happened.
They're gonna put my ass in Mosh jail at some point.
I'm saying, go to Moss Joe.
Tuesday.
Yeah, the last show I was at, because I'm still somewhat new to like hardcore shows, but the last show I was at, I went full out because I was also like 8 beers deep because I was at a wedding. Like,
What a
right beforehand.
character!
Yeah, I was right at a wedding and immediately went to the show.
Liam goes, I've heard this story before.
He was like, I've been the main character.
Yeah, I even like I was so happy. I was just so great to be there that I even like, grabbed the mic and did some vocals. However, everyone got COVID afterwards from that.
Even better, brother.
I can say,
Yeah.
I have never been drunk at a show.
Same.
First
Me
time,
too.
some of the people that I've met in Knoxville, the first time I've ever met them, I was in 8th grade. Shout out Sam from Sanity. He walks up to me in the bathroom, like urinal next to me. He goes, "I should have eaten today. I'm really fucking drunk." That is my first conversation with Sam from Sanity.
Hard.
Ever since then,
That's a buddy. That's a buddy.
Sam was walking around at the Knoxville Hardcore Fest, and anytime he heard anyone that was straight edge, he'd turn around and just be like, "Hey, you want a beer?"
Hey, you want beer?
What was your
Breaks are ready now.
My favorite thing to ever ask Ashton consistently was, "You want a puff of this cigarette?" No. Are you sure?
That was Sam at KHC. He would go up to Andrew, I don't know how many times, be like, "Beer?"
On the September set, during the September set, Andrew looks over at Sam, and Sam just goes, "You want a beer?"
Just like, no.
Oh my god!
Who was that post that one picture of Andrew in bed and they're like, he's drunk tonight and almost got in? Was it Zach? Was it Zach that did that? That almost
Zach.
got him fucking killed.
Yes.
That's
multiple occasions.
it's so funny.
One of my favorite Zach stories is, do you know who Nick D is, Tyler?
I do not.
Okay, Nick D is the person who knocked Tyler from inclination out with one punch 3 times.
It's a hard thing to do.
Nick D showed up in Knoxville.
He's from Knoxville.
Okay.
He's from Knoxville. At the Long Branch.
The Long Branch.
And hit and kicked Zach in the face. I don't know if Zach got knocked out. I don't remember. But I remember... Or no, you can see the boot tread on his face.
Don't tread on me.
Driving home. Andrew's driving, Zach's in the passenger seat, and Zach just like, "I don't feel good." And Andrew just let him fall asleep with a concussion.
Andrew was like,
Well, one fucking rule.
"Don't fall asleep." Andrew.
Andrew told me, after telling me that story, he goes, "Alright, so what we're hoping happens is Nick D comes back, hits him again, and he becomes smart."
True. True.
Can you imagine Zach Wiles being like a data analysis?
That'd be. I would love to. That'd be an interesting.
Zach works at a music station, like a radio station.
Of course he does. Of course he does. Because like,
it's a bluegrass station, and he played "Trapped Under Ice" on the station. And he said, "This is I don't even remember who he said.
Some
This
dude.
is some dude's grandson, and he wanted you to check out his music, and it's literally just Born to Die."
What a thing to do. Could you imagine being all them 80-year-old motherfuckers? Like,
That's all his friends. That's all his friends.
oh yeah, good
Monday
point.
is gonna be wild. Like Tuesday's gonna be crazy because of hate breed and all that, but Monday's gonna be wild because it's gonna be me, Zach, and Andrew, and nobody else that we know.
Make sure all cameras are off in that car, and no videos are posted from that car ride.
Oh my god. I mean, oh gosh. I mean, shit. When it was just me, Andrew, and Sydney going to Roanoke, it was just like.
I can imagine Sydney just.
I'm so deeply I didn't go. I'm sorry I didn't go to that. I was supposed to, but I have really bad social anxiety.
Hey,
Well, stop.
Womp.
I wish, dude, brother. I wish I could. I'm not even kidding.
I literally,
Every time it
Just
gets to,
don't.
every time it gets to the day of the show, I wish I was joking. When it was my birthday and I was supposed to go to a show with you, Ashton, I like went home and was like nauseous because of how bad my anxiety gets, and I was like, "Oh, this sucks." I forgot how bad this is.
Are
I
you
was
going
like-
Tuesday?
No, I don't have the money to go, brother, and I have my class I got to do that day too, so I can't go.
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
I was.
I'm gonna be beat up
unemployed.
by the end of that week.
Tuesday, someone's getting kicked out.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't know.
From
Miller-
camp,
The Mill Mine's a lot better than the Concourse.
still.
The Mill Mine has Whitechapel every year, and have you seen how big that pit gets?
I
I
love
saw him with
Whitechapel.
Orthodox, and then I set out for Whitechapel because I was moshing for I was one of 3 people moshing for Orthodox.
Yo, shout out my boy Ben.
Liam noticed me and Ben moshing and was like, "Oh, okay."
I can get away with it.
Like, oh, okay, I can do this here.
Orthodox was fun live, Tyler.
I would love to see him. I've loved that band for.
That's my second time seeing
You know what
him.
really fucking sucks is Austin from Orthodox and A Dozen Black Roses was in a killer fucking straight edge band that no one knows about.
What?
Drama Queen?
Trauma Queen, yes sir. You
I was,
know.
I was talking with Jose from Greenville about Trauma Queen the other day.
Such a good band.
Because he was talking about how he saw him at this random house show in Asheville with like a bunch of arty punk bands,
Yeah.
Asheville bands.
I will say this. Actually, I have something really cool from one of the members of Trauma Queen. One of the people that were in that band.
Drama Queen or Trauma Queen?
Trauma. Like,
From X Queen.
So, okay. My favorite Austin moment is
I
when I
got-
made that tweet when Chambers' album came out.
Oh.
I was like, not Tennessee hardcore. You guys are the best. And I like added all these bands, and then A Dozen Black Roses replied with, "Oh,
not
damn."
us. But Jacob, who was in Trauma Queen, did this hoodie, and it's so fucking sick.
That's sick.
It's a sick
That's
ass fuck-
really cool.
That screams Sydney.
Dude, it's.
Do y'all want to see the cursed shirt that I got this week?
I gotta see it.
Fuck yeah.
Show us.
Oh,
I swear, it always looks like he's bare ass naked.
why do you look closer?
I'm making sure.
That's
So fucking fire. Oh my god.
I want it.
Please wear that to a show.
Yeah, that's
My favorite is the smash token.
just in the side, just staring, just looking menacingly.
Why is Jesus there? Oh, Neon Genesis Evangelion. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I got 2 other ones with this. Let me go grab those too.
My friend bought me a Neon Genesis Evangelion shirt, but with like Garfield on it.
That's
Oh,
hard.
it's so bad.
I'm gonna get
Yeah,
that.
it's hard.
There's a curse shirt that I've been wanting, and it says, "Are you telling me a gar licked this bread?" And it's just a gar fish with like licking a piece of bread, and I love it. I just,
I don't.
I should
There
get
are
a
some-
shirt with just like my face on it.
dude,
I
I
just bring that to hardcore shows.
I just want to.
Can we make a Cigs and Black Coffee curse shirt?
I've been thinking
It's
about
just
it.
all of it just
I want to do a shirt that's it's like it's the hate breed logo, but it's just that picture of Animus's toes grabbing that fucking couch so hard
why are you
It's just-
capitalizing off my feet?
because it's so
It's just
funny.
blank,
Yeah.
But the hate breed logo's blank.
Yeah, yeah. I think it'd be sick.
Alright. So I got This one.
That's goated. I love that. That's
But the taco
that's
fucking fire.
a good ass shirt.
Oh, and now this is the greatest shirt I own.
Okay,
Oh no.
I'm excited.
What's Tifa doing at the Taco Bell?
Getting a beefy
What's
follower.
Tifa's order?
Fuck yeah.
Magic business and shut the hell up. And it's fucking shut up.
You guys sent me a title fight curse shirt that I really want.
Oh,
Was it like someone sent me title fight? It was like a mixture with Pokemon and title fight. There's like, oh, new Ashton shirt just dropped.
I think I remember that getting sent to
Okay.
you, and I was like, that does look.
If- If only that septum bone shirt got finished, that would be so fire.
Does Liam know about
If
this?
only-
Does Liam know
If
this?
only that shirt was finished.
Okay, so fuck it. I don't know if it's gonna get finished. And Andrew, Andrew, is Liam allowed to know about this shirt? Because I can tell the full story.
Listen, I know every Knoxville hardcore secret, even though I'm not supposed to, and they specifically tell everybody not to tell me. So
Well, this
like,
involves Michael of Old Owner. Basically, like really.
Okay.
So basically, like when
Extra poverty.
me and Andrew met and was talking about doing September, I was like, "Hey, yo, my friend's doing merch. He's been like trying to get good at it and shit. You should hit him up." And I didn't think like Michael would take something on that was like way out of his league, apparently, to like do. But
$5.
they were going to do a shirt that had the caveman SpongeBob and Patrick on it with the Septum Bone logo.
yeah.
And yeah, fucking Andrew. I don't know if Andrew paid Michael or not, but I think Andrew did pay Michael for everything, and he just never finished it. And it turned out like to be like a 10x10 little picture. And if you watch his stream, still it's still in the background.
It's still in the back. It looks so bad.
So bad.
It's so funny.
Yeah, it's
I need
rough.
a DM. I need to DM Andrew and be like, "Yo, I need some septum bone merch."
But-
I'm not in Tennessee.
I feel really bad because I was like, "Hey, man," I was like, "God damn it!" I was like, "I'm so sorry. I didn't think you'd fuck it up that bad."
So we only made 2 pieces of Breach merch,
How much do you have left?
right? You'll have to talk to Chase from EPK, but
Okay.
EPK
hater here, what's up?
Pretty sure I'm pretty sure it's all in his mom's attic.
I need.
Yeah, the old Breach stuff. Do you want to know who has my Breach shirt?
Lilith.
Ew.
My dad.
Yeah.
Dad wears my Breach shirt all the time, and I
So
don't
we
know
had
how we got it.
Well, we had a long sleeve that
never
was
had
just
that.
like logo on the front. It was a 4-panel long sleeve
Mhm.
that ended up becoming the reason we broke up.
It was
What?
a bad shirt.
No, it's complicated and weird, and there's reasons why we don't talk to people anymore. But the other one is Bleach. It has Ichigo from Bleach, and then the Bleach logo, but it says Breach.
That's hard.
It says
That's hard.
one of my
And then it
favorite-
says "This world never wanted me."
I love that Terror song.
Yeah, don't get me started.
That's fucking hard.
To
That
be
entire-
fair, to
That
be fair,
entire band was just people calling out like, "Hey, that looks familiar." I'm like, "Sorry, I didn't mean to."
Song of Winter. No, it wasn't. Never mind. I was gonna like defend your honor, but no. Sorry.
Okay. Well, fuck
Cool.
you too.
I can't. I'm not gonna lie.
What?
That Terror album came out
Before.
before. Yeah, I was gonna say it
Yeah.
came out after. I was like, I can't lie.
It came out before, and when I was writing lyrics for Song of Winter, I was not even thinking about that because it was just going. I was just going off of the theme of the lyrics, and
That's
that
rough.
felt natural to me, and people liked it. But then everybody was like, "Wait a second!" I'm like,
You like
"Oh
hardcore.
fuck!"
You're like,
I think
son of a
Chase was
bitch.
the first person to notice it, and he said something to you.
He was, but then he was like, "Yeah, we'll be fine."
We'll be okay.
I was showing somebody like the Breach EP, and they're like, "How many times is he gonna say dirt or soil?" I was like, "Wow."
Maybe he just really likes dirt and soil. Maybe Liam's a fucking farmer,
Well,
nerd ass. Get fucked.
To be fair, when I was writing lyrics, I had one theme in mind, and I just rolled with it.
Was it dirt and soil?
Dirt.
It was God fucking hates me and wants me dead.
So dirt
In
and soil?
the dirt.
Dirt and soil.
In the dirt.
I mean,
And Liam is still living by that because he still has that Gibby flag.
What does it say?
Gibby requires.
Oh, give her. Oh yeah, that's a goated fucking. I love that meme.
My ex
That
has
was-
one that said Gibby requires coochie.
Also
well,
good.
Gibby needs dirt first. So
On God. On God.
That's hard. Also, I would like.
Hardcore over pussy.
I would. Hey, oh, dude, that you were distraught when I said that.
So.
Okay,
a
so
couple-
I'll go ahead and preface this. I have a long running bit that I like to text Ashton randomly and go, "Hey, me and Annie broke up," because I get the best reaction ever. It's my favorite thing in the
Because
world.
I don't know if he's lying or not.
Yeah, it's so good. I'm so good at playing.
I
it off.
don't think I've had a good experience with Annie.
What?
I've had a
Because
good experience.
all I
with
fucking
Tim
heard
Tyler.
is it's just Annie making fun of my food.
That's true. Dude,
Okay, your food needs to be made fun of at all times.
it deserves
fuck?
it. Your food is
the
wild,
fuck?
brother.
Fuck
He ate
you.
a popsicle for breakfast.
Yeah, this man.
It was orange. It was like orange juice.
Also, my favorite.
hey.
No, my favorite.
Animus's thing was eating a whole rotisserie chicken as fast as possible.
7 minutes 55 seconds, baby.
7 minutes and 55 seconds is his record.
Dead Awake has still yet to be my record.
That's rough. You
I
better.
love Dead Awake. Shout out those boys.
That's a great band. Great people.
Shout out Dead Awake.
But
They're always in our hearts.
yeah.
They're not
Animus,
dead.
Animus just,
No.
Animus just sends us picture of like, we'll get a text between the hours of 10:30 and 12 o'clock an hour that just says Animus dinner, and then it's whatever he's eating, and it's the most wicked shit. But my favorite thing he's ever said to me was before this started was we were in a call one night. It was me, Animus, I think Andrew and Bradshaw were in there, and Animus goes,
Anything
mate.
can happen.
He goes, it's Animus dinner time. And I go, what are you having tonight, buddy? And he goes, a cold grilled cheese. And I was like, what does that mean? And he goes, it's 2 slices of white bread and 2 Kraft singles. And I was like, is it toasted? And he goes,
Oh, I'm literally gagging right now.
it's not even toasted. It's just 2 pieces of white bread and cheese. And like,
You can stop. You can go no further.
Hold on, I had a dessert afterwards.
Yeah,
afterwards.
I was-
It's a popsicle about
Oh, I'm
that big.
glad you finished with that.
Animus's food choices can also be like you can say the same thing for his deathcore choices.
but it's so wild because it's like, I'm like, do you have like groceries? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, then why don't you just make normal food? And he's like, Or my favorite one was you sent us a piece of a picture of a plate that what we thought had just 2 pieces of white bread and you remember the Hug Barrel juices? You remember those, Liam? It was one of those. It was 2 pieces of white bread and a Hug Barrel. And I was like, what is this? And he goes, oh, it's just a sausage patty on bread. And I was like,
It's a
What?
sausage patty and like some cheese on it. I was like, it's a breakfast sandwich.
Hey, as long as they're eating, I'm
I'm
alright.
brother, it's fine, but like, what the fuck are you doing? Like,
I love my peanut butter and jelly sandwich picture.
the
Oh,
peanut
I
butter
sent
and jelly
the
one's
video-
goated.
The video that Animus made for Tyler's birthday, I sent to my brother. I sent to you, Liam.
It's a good one. It's a really
It's so funny.
yeah.
Turning 45.
Happy 45, fella.
No.
He's two-stepping to Kublai Khan.
It starts off with happy 33rd birthday, and then it turns into that and says happy 45th, old fella, and you're 2 steps into
Old
Kublai.
fella.
And I'm like, okay.
Motherfucker's two-stepping to Kublai
I
Khan.
cackled so hard at that. I sent it to my whole family. I was like, this is the best happy birthday I've got. Fuck the rest of you.
I'm gonna send it to my mom.
It's so good.
Like,
Am I not allowed to do something Kublai Khan? I do it all
No,
the time.
you always
Oh,
are.
I guess Mom's birthday's Tuesday, isn't it?
yeah.
I'll send a video. I'll do
What-
it.
what are
I'll
some-
send it to you.
But yeah, Animus also has a goated picture of his peanut butter and jelly sandwich just in a hot dog bun. But what's funny
We didn't
is
have any other bread.
if you look at the actual picture itself, his feet are doing like the little uwu thing at the bottom of it, and it's the funniest shit. Because it was funny until like
His funniest pictures are either he's just staring at the camera or he's doing something with his feet.
yeah, it's the good.
Yeah, you have so many pictures of my feet on your phone.
It's so funny because you just send them to us, and I'm like, what is happening?
And then what's his name, Andrew? One of the
Hey,
funniest things he ever said to me was like, "What gang sign you throwing up? Because my foot, I'm doing this."
See?
Listen, something's got to pay for the Cigs and black coffee.
It's working.
He posted my foot as like a thing. It was like, "Hey, podcast is today." I was like, "No."
It's the one that he say. It's the one that Andrew replied to and said, "Is that a fucking Crip sign?"
The true poverty account that we have for the band, because we haven't made any music yet. I'm just posting pictures of Animus.
It's so good. It's just a little.
Okay, not to roast y'all, but one of the things that I've learned over the years is don't announce a band until you have music.
No, I love doing it. It makes it so much more enjoyable for me. I don't care if it flops or not.
Hey,
I mean,
I didn't start this band, so this is not my fault.
Yeah, it's fun. I'm not mad about it.
Yeah, going to.
If Tsunami can do it, I can do it.
All right.
If Joseph's a little awkward self, like I am also awkward, can just start making me like, oh yeah, we put out a song and it works, I'm gonna make it
Let me
work
just
too.
drop this LP on a Tuesday.
I love the fact that they did that. I just woke up to them and I was like, oh, new Tsunami.
Shout out Tomb Mold.
Tomb Mold. Yesterday, I'm looking through like Twitter. Oh, they're dropping a single. I was like,
No, it's a EP that they dropped last year, just digitally, and they're pressing it this week.
Yeah.
So somebody had the Secret Service guy whispering in Bush's ears, like, a second Tomb Mold has hit the Twin.
Second Tomb. We love to. I think what did I say in the group chat today? I was like, damn, I wish I still smoked so I could get doinked off my ass and listen to Tomb Mold. It's it was my go. It was like my go-to thing. I get high as shit and just have Planetary Clairvoyance on repeat. And I'm like,
I was listening to it in the shower. And I was like, what?
dude, it's the.
I'm not sure what he's saying or what's going on with these instrumentals, but I like it.
It's hard. It's so good.
Yeah, Tomb Molds. I mean, they were the ones who started this whole wave of just like caveman music.
It's
they're
good.
Hardcore kids, aren't they?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure they are.
Sorta, not really.
They're like old.
They're
like old hardcore kids. But they know how to write an ass beater riff.
Their guitarist was on Form of Passion.
Okay.
And he was talking about like his history of music, but all I can remember is him talking about Tomb Mold and Dream Unending. Which, shout out Dream Unending, that shit's dope too.
The Tomb Mold is like.
When the Tomb Mold album got announced, like I guess it was Monday, I was sitting in the tire place.
After you wrecked your car because you were on your phone.
Yes, Tyler, that's exactly what happened.
Oh yeah, I forgot a really good part about that whole thing.
We need to tweet about that.
Was after.
I straight up lied.
No.
Oh.
No. After I got that text from Ashton of crashed my car, and I found out that they were on their phone. Their permanent name in my phone now is Car Crash. Just I'm like, yep, you're gonna remember this.
Hey Tyler.
Hey, what's up, man?
What's my name in your phone?
I can't say that. I don't know if I can say that. But that shit's.
I don't think I can say that on live.
That shit's funny though.
I'll say it.
Go ahead.
So his name, my name in his phone is Dark Skin Fella. Bro.
Andrew's name for Tyler is just the F slur, not like.
Yeah, it's just the F.
Just
the F slur.
The F slur.
Is all I am, and I'm like, good.
Yeah, Tyler's is thy whore boy.
Yeah.
We talk about Andrew's interaction with Emily and Caroline from Emily from White Corset and her partner Caroline.
Oh no.
Because at one point Caroline said something about like, yeah, my girlfriend Emily, and Andrew said, "You're gay?"
I like how Ashton's frozen and it's just that face. It's just
They're conniving.
They're fucking
That was-
seething. Dude, Andrew just be... Andrew has influenced my life so much in like the past 4 months that I've known the guy.
He's so fucking funny.
I'm like, I shouldn't be doing this, but I'm going to.
Oh god,
And I will say this: I thought the Tennessee hardcore scene was shit because of the first person I ever interacted with here was a piece of shit. And I don't like him, and no one does. I think
Is it the person you work with?
did work with, yeah,
Ugh.
and a great band called Elder something.
Hall of the Elders.
Say less.
Great band.
Yeah, and then I met Andrew because
You have to say, Tyler, it's just
I will say this. I met Andrew just because he wore one of my homies' band shirts when they played in Knoxville Hardcore. He wore that Pure Bliss shirt, and I'm friends with Brandon. And I seen him repost it, and I was like, this fucker's from Bluntville? I was like, no way.
Oh yeah.
No way.
you're
Oh
man
yeah.
right.
He rides for Bluntville hard.
Yeah, Bluntville is a place.
It exists.
It's there. I drive...
In a little bit, I think I got a
They
dip.
don't have a Taco Bell, and it really pisses me off that the sign says there's a Taco Bell. The closest Taco Bell is exit.
There's a Taco Bell in Bluntville now,
Where?
Damn, fat ass.
right beside the Food City. Kill yourself. Hey, Animus, is it illegal for me to tell you to kill yourself?
No, it doesn't. It just says you right to free speech.
I was like,
We
cool.
googled this.
Kill yourself. Ashton
Where's the Taco
loading.
Bell?
It's so funny. I was like, I'm so mad there's not a Taco Bell. Well, the signs clearly said there's a Taco Bell. But there's Taco Bell. Damn, fat ass.
Hold up.
Says the man that eats a whole chicken in one sitting.
I retired.
Now it's gonna be a ham.
Ham hoedown. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah, we called it rotisserie race.
And we're thinking of the next thing. So we're doing ham hoedown. He beats ham hoedown. We're doing turkey trot.
I thought it was turkey tussle.
Turkey tussle works too.
Ooh, I like turkey tussle.
So excited for us
When
to
we
get
were in high school,
to.
we would like get so many cheddar rides for you.
I'm so excited for us to
But-
get to the point of hitting emu extravaganza.
Emu extravaganza. Let's go.
Gonna go hard.
Hey, how are you gonna do ostrich?
We can do pigeon party.
One
I have a
bite at a
great-
time like the rest of us.
Did you
Eh,
hear he
wait,
called it ostrich?
You're gonna eat a whole pigeon on stream, like alive.
Pigeon party.
I don't think
I don't know about that Ozzy Osbourne fella. He ate a whole bite.
He bit the head off that fucker, man.
Do you guys remember the South Park episode with Ozzy on it? And he's like, I thought he said to wear a dapper hat. I thought he said bite the head off a bat.
What a reply. What a good reply. Let me tell you. Liam, you're a gamer.
I am.
You're a game creator.
At some point, I will be.
What's your favorite type of game? Like what give me like your go-to game. Like what's one that you just love?
I know what it is.
8 letters. Fortnite.
Banger.
In all seriousness, I love JRPGs and I love arcade racing games.
Ooh, okay. Favorite arcade racing game?
Burnout Paradise.
Oh yes,
One of my
I
favorite
love you.
games of all time.
I love you. You're
Sonic
beautiful.
and Sega All-Star Racing.
Yeah, actually what I've been playing.
I have. It's pretty good. It's pretty fun.
I've been playing All-Star Racing Transformed and Ridge Racer 7.
Ridge Racer's killer.
So
Yeah.
you said JRPGs.
I have a Burger King racing game.
What's
Well,
up?
On the Xbox 360?
I
Yeah.
have Liam's old Xbox 360 with like Born of Osiris stickers on it.
Hell yeah. Bow Down is one of the hardest songs ever.
Some of the
Shout
stickers on there. I look at and
2010
I'm like,
Sumerian Records.
True.
don't- now we will never be shouting out current Sumerian.
They have Slaughter to Prevail!
He hates women.
Yes.
That's the
He
issue.
hates
He
gay
hates
people.
Yeah.
He believes in more traditional marriage.
They also have Bad Omens. They have Bad Omens and Slaughter to Prevail. What other bands? Falling in with Us.
I'd rather talk about video games than Sumerian records.
Alright, so when you think JRPG, what do you go to?
Don't say Final Fantasy. Don't say Final Fantasy. Don't say Final Fantasy.
I hate to tell you this, Tyler.
I like Monster Hunter.
Do you see this?
Oh, I knew it was gonna go.
That's a Moogle. That's a Tomberry.
I'm sorry that I don't like Final Fantasy.
It's okay. I love Final Fantasy.
That's okay.
But I understand why people don't. That tote bag is got Final Fantasy
There is
like monsters on it.
Out of 16 mainline games and split or the spin-offs, what is your favorite? And not including 14.
10 is probably my favorite.
I'm playing that one.
10. My favorite is probably 4, 6, and 10.
damn 7's not in there. That's insane.
I consider. I mean, I would put that at like 4.
Let's see if
I think 7 is great and fantastic. I love it. It's one of my favorite games ever. But it's not as cohesive as like in terms of aesthetic and style as the rest of them are, because it's them clearly figuring out the hardware, what they can do, and you can tell it was just kind of like. I mean, you could tell like the environment designers were not necessarily talking to each other.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
some of the
like,
camera angles in that game are like really pissing
Well,
me
not-
off.
not the camera angles are fine, whatever. It's just like you go through Wall Market and then you go up top and it feels like a completely different game.
You're just like, oh, what happened here?
Yeah, whereas like I love Remake.
I've heard it's
Remake,
phenomenal.
it's awesome. And I love how they contextualized some of the goofier aspects of 7 for Remake, so it feels a little more cohesive. Like the fucking Hell House being a boss is incredible.
That's sick.
It's so awesome.
I think,
And then like,
dude, every remake that I was excited for this year, I haven't got to play yet because at the time my PC was fucking dead on me. So I'm still waiting to play those two. I'm waiting to play the.
You played Armored Core, didn't you, Liam?
Yeah, what was your opinion on that?
I want to play Armored
fucking
Core.
rad. It's fucking rad.
I bet. I've seen it. It looks fucking. I'm a big From Software fan, so.
I'm not
Me
a
too.
From Software guy.
Really?
No.
That actually kind of surprises me. I'm not gonna lie.
No,
The only
that's
From
not really
Software
my
games I
type of
played were
game.
just the Souls ones.
I love the Souls games. Love Sekiro. Love Bloodborne. Bloodborne is.
Bloodborne is the only
I
one.
want-
I
I want Bloodborne so bad, but I don't have a PlayStation.
Bloodborne's killer. I got Bloodborne on my PC. I got the PS1.
I got through like the first like big dungeon area in Elden Ring, and like beat both the bosses, and I was like, all right, that's more than I've ever done in any of these games, and I am satisfied. So
I've played.
Dude, I've
I haven't gone
been
back to it
obsessed with
since.
Elden Ring recently.
Yeah, you've
But
been on the Elden
my
Ring
favorite
kick.
thing about Armored Core is watching the people who are like only like the only games they play are Soulsborne's games, and they're like they can't figure out Armored Core.
Yeah, you're just like.
Because it's not like an action game.
Well, it is
It's very.
1000% an
It's not a
action
Souls
game.
I saw that it was like a strategy, like a Fire Emblem strategy game.
No, sure.
no.
Okay,
That's
so
front. That's Front Mission.
Oh.
Front Mission's an old Square Enix tactical
Oh,
RPG
okay.
that they've been remaking those.
I love tactical RPGs.
Fuck Square Enix. No, not Square Enix. No, I'm not thinking of Square Enix. I'm thinking of someone else. But Square Enix has some.
Agree.
I'm willing to put up with a lot of bullshit. I've learned to become very patient as a human being because of being a Square Enix fan my entire life.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I mean, I have been. I guess I'm kind of in that same boat as a massive Bethesda fan. I'm
Oh.
like, well, I gotta. Yeah,
That's a
You're a
different
stronger
level of
man than
patience.
me.
You're
That's
so
a
not
different-
the
yeah.
same.
I love
You at
Bethesda.
least have games come out.
That's true. But they sometimes.
Are they
Square-
good? No,
Square-
but
Square Enix either doesn't put out enough games or they'll put out 5 games in 3 weeks.
And you're like, oh,
and then
And you
look
want and I want to play them all, but I literally can't afford it, or do I have the time?
Yeah, I think the biggest hot take that I have, because I like Bethesda, and personally I like the game, is I like Fallout 76, and people get pissed at me for it.
Fallout 76 like now is pretty good.
It's so good now.
But
My friend William, I think, played it a little bit of it, and I think he enjoys it.
I play it so
I hear
much.
if you're into it.
Dude, I think the biggest
disastrous when it released.
The release was really, really bad.
Yeah, it was like so bad.
But the thing is,
but now it's pretty good.
Bethesda has been like, well, hey, we had a bad release, but we're gonna fix the fuck out of this game. It's kind of like a No Man's Sky situation. It was like a first shot at something that they hadn't done yet, and it's like, I get it, like it happens.
I had No Man's Sky day one, and
Dude.
I loved it.
Dude, I
Loved it.
I'm not even kidding.
And you know what? I go back to No Man's Sky now, and I hate it.
Oh, I love it now. I actually, before Starfield came out, I had like a 2-week binge of that game.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And it's me and Bradshaw, my homie who I play video games all the time. Like he's like my 13-year-long gaming friend. We were just like, fuck it, let's play it. We were bored, and I was like, well, let's download No Man's Sky, and that's how we played for about a week straight.
Yeah, but my favorite thing about Armored Core is Souls has taught people to just beat their head against the wall until something works.
Yep.
Whereas Armored Core is literally like, there's literally one weapon that you can equip, or one piece of armor or equipment that you can equip, and it will turn this boss that is absolutely ravaging you into a little bitch.
Yeah.
Because everybody talks about the first boss of chapter 1, or the boss of chapter 1 is named Balteus, and he is an asshole.
So you hate him.
Unless you do this one specific build where I took him out in 10 seconds.
Oh.
And so the whole idea of it's not about getting good. I always hated that. But it's not about getting good. It's actually playing with the systems and tools that you were given.
Yeah.
I like that.
I think one of the reasons why I don't get into the Souls games is because they require, the community has pushed this idea of you have to pick one build and stick it out.
Mm-mm.
And it's or you can't do magic, or
no,
don't summon, because that's. And I'm if they put the shit in the game,
they want you to
you're
use
supposed to use it.
That's how I was for a bit. Where I was but
why
it's in the game.
I think the fun thing about Souls games for me is I like doing all the different, doing a summons build where it's that's all you use, or doing a magic build, or all that shit. I think it's fun. I do the same thing in Fallout too. Especially with 76, I have 5 different builds on my character. I'm like, yeah, I want to play this. I'm gonna play it.
I mean, I'm playing Baldur's Gate 3 with 2 different characters right now.
How's that going? How's that going for you?
I think I've probably exhausted my time with it for now, but I put a good about 100 hours in, and I'm not normally. It's probably not my game of the year, but it's in my top 3.
What's your game of the year?
It's probably gonna be game of the year though. I have no doubt about it.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be game of the year. Right now, my top 5, in no real order, is
of this year or just
of this
ever?
year is 16. 16 is probably number 5.
Okay.
And then Tears of the Kingdom isn't. It's
not a Legend of Zelda guy.
I'm not into Breath of the Wild. It just didn't click with me. But Tears of the Kingdom, I would not put down.
I'm not a Zelda guy.
And I'm not either. But hey,
I like the classic Zeldas, top-down Zelda.
Doesn't do anything for me.
Then I would probably say Baldur's Gate, Armored Core, and maybe Like a Dragon Ishin.
Okay.
I'm looking over at my my shelf right now, seeing what's on there.
I feel like
I'm playing Bomb Rush. I'm playing Bomb Rush Cyberpunk right now, and that game's rad.
I like the Dead by Daylight dating app.
New game.
What's up?
I haven't played a single new game this year.
There's one game right now that I'm like super excited for that I definitely don't think Liam's gonna be like, I want to fucking play that.
What is
X
it?
Defiant.
Yeah, I'm so excited for X
Yeah.
Defiant.
I downloaded. I bought. Excuse me. I bought BattleBit
Yeah.
on sale this week, and immediately refunded it.
I didn't play. I didn't play that shit, but like I grew up playing like Modern Warfare 2, 3, like all those games. So like when I heard
Battlefield guy,
when I heard that like those devs are making this game, I was like, oh, it's gonna be good. I was like, I just know.
I hear good things.
I've heard a lot of good things, and especially from like a lot of my old COD friends who played the beta because I fucking couldn't. They're like, oh, dude, if you love those games, you're gonna have fun. I was like, cool, bet. So I know that's probably gonna take one of my spots because I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna be grinding my ass off playing it, and
yeah.
To no surprise, Starfield.
Yeah.
Like, we knew.
The only two games coming out this year that I'm like super excited for, one of them I already bought was Phantom Liberty, the Cyberpunk expansion.
Yeah, I really need to try that out because
and then
I loved Cyberpunk.
And then Super Mario Wonder.
Okay.
I think that I'm going Mario over Spider-Man.
Damn. Okay.
I don't get me wrong. Insomniac's Spider-Man, sick, awesome game. I'm not a huge Spider-Man guy.
I'm not either.
So like, I can wait.
But Insomniac did make 3 of my favorite PlayStation games ever.
Oh yeah, me too.
Yeah, they made the entire Resistance series, and I love Resistance.
Oh, I was gonna say Ratchet and Clank.
That's also a good one. Ratchet. But like, I just remember being like when the PS3 came out and Resistance Fallen Man came out. I was like, "What the fuck is this?" And then I played. I was like, "Oh." It's like, you know.
I know a lot of people prefer Resistance over Killzone, so
I love both.
Yeah.
I fucking miss. I wish we'd get a new Killzone, brother. I loved Killzone.
I think they're working on one.
That was kind of talked about.
Guerrilla has split their team into. Guerrilla's working with 2 teams right now.
Mm-hmm.
At their headquarters, so obviously they're gonna keep running with Horizon, but I think
Horizon's great.
They're hiring for a shooter project.
Good.
I
have told everybody, like, I will buy a PS5 if we get a new Resistance game, Killzone or Twisted Metal. That is
Twisted Metal's looking more likely than I thought.
Which I hope it does, because like that is one of my childhood games for me, where I'm just like, oh, it's cool.
Well, they put the first 2 on PlayStation Plus.
Oh, really?
Like the high tier, and then they have the show, and apparently the show's good.
I've heard the show's pretty good.
And like, I'm never gonna watch it, but hey,
I'm not a game show fan because that died last year 100% for me. And Ashton probably will know why and be like, and Animus won't be surprised, but I'm a fucking massive Halo fan. I act like that
show.
That show did not exist, brother.
Bad show.
That show didn't exist. That didn't happen.
I tried watching it as like I knew a little bit about Halo. I was like, oh, whatever.
The first time
I will say
the inconsistencies won't bother me. I was like, as soon as he took off his helmet and started talking, I was like, excuse you?
Put that back on.
You don't do that.
I will say, I bought Cyberpunk for like $5 physically the day they put out the PS5 like patch. So like the PS5 version. I went and got a PS4 copy for like $5, played it for like 10 minutes and was like, I don't know, I don't think I like this. And I was like, but I only spent $5, so I'm not worried about it. Put it on the shelf, never thought about it again. And then I watched Edge Runners. And after finishing that, I was like, yeah, I'm going to try that game out. And now Cyberpunk 2077 is one of my favorite games ever.
Let me tell you a little Cyberpunk story.
What's up?
$65 on the day of release. Got to play it for a week on my Series X that I had.
Mm-hmm.
Or no, it wasn't. It was my 1X. I didn't have a Series X. I don't know why I said that.
Oh God.
No. Here's the thing. It ran fine. First week, game was great. Like, it ran just fine. Had no issues. Second week when they put out the first big patch they did, my audio, anytime I would boot up the game, would go the entire time,
Yeah.
and I was like, cool, it's unplayable now. And I have not had a chance to. I'm gonna hop into it now on PC just because I think my rig should be able to run it pretty damn well.
My laptop runs it well, so
Yeah, my PC should run it pretty fucking toasty and creamy, so I'm gonna be doing that.
that's the thing about the game. Like, it's a beefy game.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Like, but the art direction's so strong that, like, even if you run on lower settings, it still looks pretty good.
Yeah, I will say, like, even
But my issue with it was the PS4 version and the Series X version. To me, they look and run exactly like The Witcher does on Switch, and I was like, I can handle handheld Witcher,
yeah,
but like, I can't handle that experience on my big TV.
on a console, on like an actual console.
I'm like, so I was like, I'll wait. I waited specifically for the PS5 version, and
That's fair. I wish I would have
it's
waited.
sick.
I was just so excited for that game, I fucking didn't. Because I was like,
I was too, but I got Like a Dragon instead.
fair.
So
There's some yeah,
Alright.
that was a decision. What's up, Animus?
All right, homies. I think I gotta probably leave.
Oh, so we're gonna wrap it up right here talking about games.
Okay.
Thank you, Liam, for coming on.
Liam, you're great. Liam, who knows? Maybe you'll see me at a show one day when I get over my anxiety. We'll see what happens.
Tuesday.
Maybe you'll saw me at a show.
If I had money, brother, and not a class to do. 'Cause
That's fair.
I-
Well, there's Advent,
When's that?
the
October
9th.
8th.
Oh, I'll probably be at that one then. I should be done with most of my class stuff by then.
Yeah.
Because I can kind of do that whenever, but I'm trying to knock it out as quick as I can so I can get my certification so I can hop into a new job. 'Cause
Or there's the Guild, the 29th.
oh, is it?
Oh,
They're playing their EP release show in Knoxville the 29th.
shout out
And it's gonna-
Animosity.
I may go.
Animosity's first show, The
Let's
Extinct.
go.
Oh, then we'll have to go. Because
It's gonna be it's at Carnes, so classic floor show.
I
gonna
figured
be-
we'd have to go because fucking the Extinct and Animosity are playing and Ashton's like,
There's
The
kids, I
Extinct
can't
is
do that.
legit.
brother, I'm not talking about the kid. I'm talking about just like the band. That's like you suck
yeah,
off the band.
The concept.
Yeah, like I wasn't being like Ashton's a pedo.
No, for The Extinct is great. Like their first show with Foreign Hands, like it took us
Yeah, they
all
opened
by
with
surprise.
Foreign Hands.
That's wicked. That's hard.
Oh yeah, and it's just the three of them.
That's cool as fuck.
No bass, and like musically, it's like they'll go from like playing D beat, and then they'll start playing Hatebreed breakdowns.
You're like hard. This is what I wanted.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
and all three of them hard moshers.
Hell yeah, that's the best bands.
Oh yeah, yeah. So they're definitely like, so like, the big Knoxville bait like Golden Boys is Melee,
Yeah.
but right below that's The Extinct.
Hell yeah, I'm here for that.
Yeah.
As someone in a Knoxville band can confirm.
Yeah, and then when EPK finally plays a show with all their members, I told it. Andrew and I were talking at the last show, and I said, I don't think EPK's. I don't think I've ever seen EPK with
A full lineup.
like a full lineup. And he's like, I don't think I've seen the same two people play in EPK.
They haven't even had the same members every time they've played. It's been somebody different.
Did you
Except
see
Jay.
that tweet about J and B
No.
with the one man band?
Oh no.
It is.
I said EPK, but it's J on vocals and B playing one of these, and it's a dude with like one of those.
Oh
one-man
yeah, I did
bands.
see that. Yeah. that's how it's gonna be. That's the end goal for every promise kept.
Oh, I know. It's so funny.
Thank you,
It's-
Liam.
Yep.
Homie, thank you for stopping by. We appreciate it. We'll have to. I don't know.
Anytime.
Maybe we'll have to get Breach back one day. It's gonna happen.
We're talking about
Reunion.
There we go.
it. We're talking about one-off show.
I'll be there. I'll I'll get over the social anxiety.
I will
You
believe
write a
it
new
when I
song
see
just
it.
for the show.
I will. That's what Andrew keeps saying to him. Like, brother, I'm gonna try. I'm trying my best, brother, man. There's so much happening right now. You all don't even know,
Things are constantly happening.
dude. It's so stressful right now. Let me tell
All
you.
right, I gotta hop out.
All right.
Later, boys.
Well, it was
Love you
nice
all.
meeting y'all.
Thank you.
Nice
Bye.
meeting you.
It's been us, and we're out.
Yeah.
Bye.
See y'all.
Bye.
Bye.